Hello everybody. Today we are going to discuss how to prepare a cash flow for the replacement project. So the scene here is that you have an existing machine and you are proposing to replace it with a new machine. Now this old machine was brought 3 years ago. Alright, and that time you had bought it at a price of 6 lakhs. So what we are going to do first is we will calculate the depreciation of this old machine. Depreciation rate is given as 25%. So when you depreciate this machine for 3 years, you land up with a book value of 2,53,125. So this becomes our starting point. And this old machine, you can actually sell it off in the market and you will get a salvage value of 3 lakhs. The new machine, if you want to buy, it is going to cost you 15 lakhs. And we are going to depreciate this machine also using this 25% written down value method. So what you have is depreciation of the old machine, depreciation of the new machine. And we are going to calculate what is known as incremental depreciation. That is new minus old. So the depreciation of the new machine is here 3,75,000. From there, please subtract this 63,281 of the old machine and your answer is 3,11,719. So in this manner, you will calculate the incremental depreciation. You are also told that if you continue with the old machine, then at the end of 5 years, it will have a salvage value of 1 lakh. The new machine will have a salvage value of 5 lakhs after 5 years. So initial investment, although you know that the new machine is going to cost you 15 lakhs, but please keep in mind that you have a salvage value of 3 lakhs from the old machine. No? So from 15 lakhs, if you deduct this 3 lakhs, you will end up with 12 lakhs. So 12 lakhs is the initial investment. Then incremental salvage value at the end of 5 years. For the new one, it is 5 lakhs. For the old one, it is 1 lakh. So 5 lakh minus 1 lakh is equal to 4 lakh. The old machine has a net working capital of 2,50,000. The new machine has a net working capital of 4 lakhs. So therefore, your incremental net working capital is 1,50,000. Please keep in mind we will need to calculate everything in the incremental form. Additionally, you are told that the new machine will bring in a savings of 3 lakhs every year. Savings is equivalent of an inflow. All other things will remain the same. So there is no difference in the revenue, no difference in the cost. So they are all the same. And you are also given a tax rate of 40%. So with this data, we will go ahead and try to prepare the cash flow table. So you have from year 0 to 5. In year 0, you have initial investment in machinery 12 lakhs, incremental net working capital is 1,50,000. There is no incremental revenue, so we have just plotted 0. There is no incremental cost, we have put in 0 out here. But you have a savings of 3 lakhs every year. This savings is a positive figure, it is an inflow. Then remember, you just now calculated the incremental depreciation, so we will plot these figures out here. Okay. Next, we have to calculate profit before tax. So incremental revenue minus incremental cost plus the savings, all right, and minus the depreciation. That will give you the profit before tax. Tax rate was given to us. We will calculate the tax and deduct it here, and we are left with profit after tax. And remember, in the last year, you have to calculate this incremental terminal value. All right. So this 5,50,000 is coming from your salvage value as well as the net working capital. And now we will calculate the cash flow after tax, that is profit after tax plus depreciation and plus terminal value in the last year. Please keep in mind that should you have a negative profit before tax, please continue with the calculation as you do for the positive profit after tax. In practice, of course, we know that when a company is not earning any profits, it will not pay tax. But remember, these are estimates for the future. These are projections. So the logic here is that if you would have had a profit of 11,718 rupees, you would have to pay a tax of 4,688. By not having this much of profit, you are saving on this tax component. All right. So this is how you arrive at your profit after tax. Now with this cash flow after tax, we can calculate the NPV and the IRR. A discount rate is given as 10%. With this discount rate, you are getting a negative NPV. And IRR also, when you calculate, you find that IRR is 9%. So the internal rate of return is less than the discount rate. Therefore, obviously your NPV is going to be negative. So in this manner, you can prepare the cash flow after tax for a replacement project. Thank you very much for tuning in.